Hey, what's going on, guys? Morgan here, and today I am bringing you another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how to fix the UHC meetup sim. Now, Hypixel for a while now has talked about removing it, and it's still in the prototype lobby, but I'm going to explain to you what Hypixel needs to do to fix it. If you guys see this and you want to show it to staff, I'm going to try to put it on the forums. Hopefully they do incorporate at least some of these changes, because I feel like it is a very good game mode. I mean, Bad Lion is a great example of how you can have an extremely successful meetup sim. Hypixel's problem is they didn't take advantage of how unique their UHC is. They didn't incorporate that into the Deathmatch sim. And also, guys, if you know the hype system for hyping up a game, it was set up to fail from the start. If you play like Bed Wars, okay, you can get, you know, a lot of hype really quick. Like, I played maybe 30 minutes of Bed Wars and I filled up my entire hype bar. I played UHC meetup sims for about an hour a couple days ago to get footage for this, and I got too hype. You know, not even enough hype to like do anything with. To hype up UHC Deathmatch, I would literally play Bed Wars and then just put it in UHC Deathmatch because I didn't want to see them get rid of the game mode. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and you know, let's just get right into it. Alright guys, so right off the bat, we're going to talk about the few positive things and the things that Hypixel did right with the game mode. It's fun, and it's addicting. You know, it's similar to Bad Lion's meetup sim in that way. You know, I can play meetup sims for a while without getting bored of them. And it has a great base to build on for a successful game mode. I feel like they just didn't rush it, but they were like, how can we get a UHC meetup sim out incredibly fast? And now I'm going to talk about the negatives. I know there's not a lot of positives, but I'll explain, and then I'll explain after I say the negatives what Hypixel needs to do to fix it. So let's get right into the negative side of the game mode. Alright guys, so now we're going to talk about the negatives, the things that I feel hurt the game mode that is currently a part of it. The fact that everyone starts with the exact same things. That's point number one, and I will explain that in the how to fix part, but you'll see. But that's something, you know, that makes no sense, because in a UHC deathmatch, not everyone has the same things. Another negative, it feels like Survival Dash, but with a UHC mask. And, you know, we saw how successful Survival Dash was. It was the first game to get replaced by Murder, which Murder is now huge too. But you know, it's just like, I feel like Survival Dash and this UHC Champions Deathmatch sim was kind of like SG clones almost. They play more like an SG than an actual UHC. Also, the hit reg. I love Hypixel's KB and hit reg most of the time. The hit reg I have a little issues with sometimes. It'll like go wonky and you'll hit people a lot and it won't register. But I mean, it is a huge network. There's 25,000-30,000 people playing at any given time, and I think they do a very good job. The combos feel really smooth, but in the prototype lobby, it's screwed up. Like, the hits are all funky. If you guys try to play duels, it's very hard to hit people. They don't get hit right with a rod. Like, I found myself getting more combos without using the rod at times, even though, you know, I'm a rod-based player. But yeah, that's annoying. I feel like if they incorporated the UHC KB in, it could improve it. And the whole hostile mobs that drop the gold, apples, arrows, etc., it ruins great fights, and it's just an overall annoyance to, you know, the game mode. I'm gonna play a little, you know, clip, maybe a 2-minute clip of a really good fight I had with Retro Slime, and I'm gonna like point at every mob that kind of messes with our fight. Okay, now we're going to be talking about how to fix the game mode. Guys know what makes, Bad Lions meetup sims very successful. Variety. You guys, you spawn in with different things every time, and you have a chance of getting really good things, really bad things, and it adds another layer, because, every game, there's never going to be a similarity. The games are never going to get boring. But the thing Hypixel needs to do is they need to give this a Hypixel UHC Champions twist. They should make it so you can spawn with ultimates. Like, maybe one game you spawn in with only full iron, but you have Artemis and Exodus. Or, you spawn in with more diamond armor and like an Andorel. Or, make it so you can get Sharp 3 drags and, things that people make in the game. And another thing is, this will help low stars get used to using ultimates. One of my problems when I was a lower star, like a really low star, and I would play with other low stars, because right off the bat I didn't know a lot of high star people, and I played with some of my friends. I knew maybe 3 high stars, and I'd play with some of my friends that were UHC players, but they weren't Hypixel UHC players. We'd get ultimate, we wouldn't know what to do with it. It would be confusing, or ultimates that are way out of your reach to buy. You can be like, is it worth buying? And you can go in UHC Deathmatch Sim, and you can learn how to use the ultimate. So, and it will, it'll help. And what they need to also do is they either need to remove the mobs entirely, or make them only passive mobs. What they could do instead of the mobs, I thought of this last night. They could have like beacons, like Bed Wars style, that spawn in gold and apples and arrows and stuff. Like, you go over to the beacon and it'll drop like 16 gold or something. Next, accurate hype gain. To truly, I think, judge the game mode and its success, you need to put it on a level playing field. You can't make Bed Wars get hype so much faster than UHC Deathmatch Sim. I don't know how the hype system works. For all I know, the more hype you put into a game, like the more hype a game has, the more hype you get back. But that seems like a flawed system, because you're always behind. If there's one king game mode, those other 3 are put in, they're like handicapped severely. They can't catch back up. Next, make the team of 2 variant of the Deathmatch Sim a team of 3. It would truly be a Hypixel UHC experience. Hypixel UHC is best experienced as a team of 3, and it would be a great way to fine-tune teams, for you guys when you play for real. People that you usually don't play with, or lower stars, or people, different groups. You guys can go into Deathmatch Sims and work on your teamwork, and that would just be good. Make the chests at the middle only give healing and arrows. Remove the SG element from this game, and you need to make it more like a real Hypixel UHC. You shouldn't be able to pick up full diamond out of a chest. That's not UHC. That's SG. You literally just made UHC games. This is UHC games with a Hypixel deathmatch. You need to make it so you have to kill to snowball, like a real one, like a real UHC. And the best way to make people play this game, this new game, if you guys edit and add all this, is to put it in the UHC Champs lobby next to the games. This way people will use it to practice and hone their skills, and this will hopefully bridge the skill gap, and it will make Hypixel UHC a more fun as well as a more competitive thing when everyone's closer to the same playing level. You won't have those high stars that can tear through everyone. Like, there's games, if I play with like Bajinxed or Bajinxed and X-Hockey, or Cryotos and Pikachu, we'll shred an entire lobby. Like, it's not fair, but I feel like if you did it like that, and you were like, hey, this is where you can practice, and you can get better, and you can get used to the hit reg, and used to the ultimates, it could make Hypixel UHC very competitive. Not competitive, it is a more arcade experience, not too competitive like Bad Lion, but you can make it so the average player is significantly better than they are right now. Also, one thing, you need to start with a fishing rod. One of my biggest pet peeves is there's no fishing rod. You have to pick one out from a chest. Maybe some kits don't give them a rod, like make them like maybe an 80% chance of getting a rod. But I would say the majority of people, like I would say 95% of people on the server always make a fishing rod. That's just a given. But I hope this vid gave you guys some positive ideas on what the staff can do to fix this fun game mode, and try to show this, like I said earlier, to staff members and this will hopefully get implemented. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be having another video coming out in 2 days. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe. My name is Morgan, and see all of you guys next time. Goodbye.